In March 2018, the foundation of Guangdong's AI-driven virtual media industry was established in Guangzhou when iFlyTech Keda Shunfei and Southern Finance Media Group Nanfeng Kaijing Quanmei티集团 jointly launched a synthetic presenter, described at the time as China's first AI virtual host and the nation's first audio category news virtual anchor. The character given the name Zhu Jiangtao, after the real Southern Finance broadcaster whose voice it replicated went live on the group's Guangzhou stock market radio frequency, delivering stock quotes, hourly news, and financial information through iFlyTech's voice synthesis technology. The collaboration placed Guangdong at the origin point of a technology category that would redefine media production and public communication across China over the following decade. In February 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic created urgent demand for contactless public information delivery in Guangzhou, and Guangzhou Daily, Yangzhou Ribao, responded by deploying an AI virtual anchor named Xiaoqing, to deliver its daily safety bulletin, 每日安民告示, program to city residents. The anchor was built on iFlyTech's multi-language virtual anchor technology, adapted from its national debut during the 2019 two sessions to serve localized COVID-19 reporting and public safety messaging during the height of Guangdong's pandemic response. Xiaoqing's deployment illustrated the readiness of Guangdong's media institutions to put embodied synthetic presenters into service in high-stakes public-facing contexts. In October 2021, Yangcheng Evening News, Yangcheng Wanbao, one of Guangdong's most prominent newspapers, partnered with NetEase Interactive Entertainment AI Lab, Wangyi Huyu Rengong Zhineng Shiyanshi, and iFlyTech to launch a pair of synthetic anchors described as Guangdong's first video-type real-person AI synthetic news anchors, named Yang Xiaowan, and Yang Xiaopai. The pair were created from the likeness of actual Yangcheng Evening news journalists through facial motion capture, three-dimensional face model reconstruction, and delayed neural rendering, and were designed for around-the-clock deployment across the newspaper's digital platforms to deliver news, weather, and COVID-19 updates in Mandarin, English, Japanese, and Korean. Their debut, timed to coincide with the newspaper's founding anniversary period, marked a significant step forward from Guangdong's earlier audio-only virtual hosts toward fully embodied, video-capable, multilingual synthetic presenters. In March 2022, Zhuhai Media Group, Zhuhai Media held a launch ceremony in its 1,200 square meter studio for an AI sign language broadcasting system deployed on Zhuhai News, Zhuhai Xinwen, attended by city officials, including Zhuhai's standing committee member and propaganda chief, developed by Hunan-based Changguang Kembo Technology, Changyan Bokeji. The system used a virtual AI anchor to translate television news content into standardized national sign language through synchronized hand gestures, facial expressions, and lip reading, directly serving Zhuhai's hearing-impaired population. The deployment aligned with national disability welfare directives and national sign language promotion policy, and it represented one of the earliest implementations of an embodied signing virtual presenter by a Guangdong city broadcaster. In April 2022, Guangzhou Huangpu District and Guangzhou Development District jointly released the Measures for Promoting Metaverse Innovation Development, colloquially referred to as the Metaverse 10 Measures, and described at the time as the first metaverse-specific support policy in the Greater Bay Area. The document explicitly named digital humans, VR/AR, and related technologies as supported areas and established a framework for incubating metaverse startups and attracting digital human technology companies to the district. The announcement reflected a period of intensifying policy competition among Guangdong's municipalities as local governments sought to establish competitive positions in emerging virtual industries. In May 2022, Guangdong Network Broadcasting and Television, Yandong Wangluo Yanbo Dianshi launched Yue Xiaoman, billed as the world's first Cantonese virtual idol on the Xiaoman Solar Term Day. Designed as a 2.5D virtual character with a complete public persona, she debuted with an original single titled Yue Xiaoman, and a holographic performance, while accounts were simultaneously opened across Weibo, Bilibili, Douyin, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and a digital collectible was released to coincide with the launch. Conceived to promote Cantonese culture, Greater Bay Area tourism, and youth cultural engagement, Yue Xiaoman was intended from the outset as a culturally specific virtual personality rather than a generic synthetic avatar, and she later served as a virtual host at a national audiovisual event using real-time motion capture technology. In July 2022, Guangzhou Nansha New Area publicly announced its 9 measures for promoting metaverse ecosystem development at the unveiling ceremony for the Nansha Metaverse Industry Cluster Zone, with the formal policy document following in October 2022. The measures included provisions for up to 200 million RMB per platform for major metaverse and digital human research platforms, alongside innovation subsidies, talent grants, and dedicated physical space. Nansha's package was among the most ambitious district-level metaverse funding commitments in China at that time, and the announcement confirmed that digital human technology was being embedded into Guangdong's highest priority economic development frameworks. In September 2022, at the 9th China Museum and Related Products and Technology Exposition, held in Zhengzhou, Henan Province, Guangzhou-based Frontop Digital Creative Technology Company Limited, 来扬州反托数字创意科技股份有限公司, a Guangdong company deploying its capabilities at a non-Guangdong venue, debuted its ultra-realistic cultural digital human Banzhao, serving as a digital guide on the opening day of the exposition. Banzhao co-hosted a live studio format called the Weibo Digital Human Live Studio, Weibo Shuzi Ren Zhibojian, alongside the Weibo Circle online community, interviewing museum digitalization experts about heritage sector applications. Frontop, publicly listed on Chinex that year and specializing in digital creative technology and virtual digital humans, was among the Guangzhou companies extending virtual human capabilities into heritage and cultural sectors well beyond the province's borders. In November 2022, Tuoyuan Zhihui, a Guangzhou-registered virtual digital human technology company incubated from Pengcheng Laboratory, made its first major public showcase when its Yuan Fenshen product line debuted at the 14th China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition at the Zhuhai International Aviation Exhibition Center. Appearing at the booth of aerospace partner Aerospace Ruike Laser, Hangtian Ruike Jiguang, the company presented Yuan Fenshen as a virtual digital human technology and application service built on proprietary original technology. The Zhuhai Air Show was an atypical venue for a virtual human product debut, reflecting the early stage practice of Guangdong digital human companies seeking prominent exhibition opportunities wherever high-profile audiences were accessible. In March 2023, Xiaomi Media Research, iiMedia, headquartered in Guangzhou, hosted the second China Virtual Human Industry Conference and AIGC Innovation Forum in Guangzhou. Chief Executive Zhang Yi delivered the opening address, and the conference released 2 major industry reports on virtual human development trends and AIGC industry development respectively, alongside the 2023 China Virtual Human Top 100 ranking. The event served as a key convergence point for Guangdong's virtual human ecosystem stakeholders and reinforced Guangzhou's role as a hub for sector-level intelligence gathering and industry convening. In August 2023, Zhongshan Daily, Zhongshan Ribao, launched its first AI anchor named Qi Wei, at the Zhongshan City Online News Release Hall and Overseas Communication Center on the newspaper's 67th founding anniversary. Zhihui was a trilingual digital broadcaster capable of delivering news in Mandarin, Cantonese, and English, developed through real-person image and voice print collection, AI synthesis, and integration with a 4K virtual studio system combining voice synthesis, natural language understanding, three-dimensional artistry, optical capture, and video-driven AI algorithms. Designated as the signature host of the Zhongshan Overseas Communication Center, identified as Guangdong's first prefecture-level international communication center, Zhihui extended the pattern of Guangdong regional media institutions, adopting synthetic anchors with distinctive multilingual and intercultural mandates. In October 2023, Zhuhai Media Group launched Yue Xiaoman, an AI commentator built as a near replica of real commentator Li Yongji from the group's Mayday Show column. On the occasion of the Media Group's 4th anniversary and the column's 3rd anniversary, powered by an AI system, Yue Xiaoman was designed to handle news commentary tasks on demand, delivering viewpoints on Zhuhai area events in a natural conversational style. The debut extended Zhuhai Media Group's commitment to embodied AI presenters following its 2022 sign language system into opinion format programming as well as straight news delivery. In November 2023, Southern Finance Media Group unveiled Nansha, its first ultra-realistic three-dimensional virtual host on the occasion of the group's 7th anniversary. The character was designed for deployment across the group's financial news broadcasting platforms and represented a substantial upgrade from the audio-only AI anchor the group had launched in collaboration with iFlyTech in 2018. Southern Finance Media Group's continued investment in synthetic presenter technology over a span of 5 years reflected the deep institutional commitment of Guangzhou's major media conglomerates to virtual human deployment as a long-term strategic capability. In December 2023, the Happy Together 2024 Greater Bay Area New Year's Eve Gala, produced by Guangdong Satellite TV, Yangdong Weishi, featured extensive virtual production technology in a dual-venue broadcast from Guangzhou Chimelong Happy World and Zhuhai Chimelong Ocean Kingdom. World Excellence Technology, Shiyu KG, provided real-time virtual visual effects rendering and compositing via virtual studio technology, and also contributed an innovative drone-based virtual tracking aerial photography system with digital AR effects. Seagang's Changyang KG provided virtual reality on-site production solutions using its V3D Unlimited Edition systems for AR insertion effects, creating giant virtual dancer elements synchronized with live performances via pre-recorded motion capture data, with an additional segment featuring digital animal performances through AR virtual technology. The coordinated deployment of multiple virtual production vendors across 2 cities illustrated the growing maturity and geographic reach of Guangdong's virtual production supply chain in service of large-scale live entertainment. In February 2024, the Guangdong Provincial Department of Industry and Information Technology, Yandong Shengong Ye He Xinxi Huating, and 5 other provincial agencies jointly issued an action plan formally titled The Guangdong Province Cultivating and Developing Future Electronic Information Industry Cluster Action Plan, which targeted virtual reality, digital humans, and metaverse technologies as key development areas with the stated goal of establishing Guangdong as a global future electronic information industry innovation hub by 2035. The plan represented the province's most comprehensive government directive on digital human development to that point, encoding the sector into Guangdong's long-term industrial strategy at the highest levels of provincial policy. In March 2024, Guangzhou Baiyun District held a major project commencement ceremony at Baiyun Lake Digital Science Town, in which 12 companies, including Huawei, Baidu Smart Cloud Guangzhou, and China Soft International (中国软件国际), signed metaverse industrial cooperation agreements with the Guangzhou Baiyun High-Tech Zone Investment Group. 10 projects covering AI, VR, and digital human technologies moved simultaneously into the Metaverse Future World Industrial Park, 元宇宙未来世界产业园, with total park investment reported at approximately 1.265 billion RMB and a target annual revenue exceeding 3.52 billion RMB at full capacity. The event was embedded within a broader 46 project commencement ceremony with total investment of nearly 25 billion RMB, situating digital human infrastructure within one of Guangdong's most significant quarterly investment announcements. In June 2024, 2 distinct deployments of interactive digital humans at Guangzhou cultural institutions were reported within days of each other, together marking a moment of acceleration in the sector's penetration of heritage and public education contexts. At Guangdong Provincial Museum, the early Lingnan Exploration Project held a public presentation, releasing a documentary that used digital human technology to reconstruct the appearance and movements of ancient Modaoshan Man based on archaeological findings from the Modaoshan site in Huangpu City. Described as the Greater Bay Area's first digital primitive human, and produced with research support from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Peking University, and the Guangdong Provincial Institute of Cultural Relics and Archaeology. At the Guangdong Intangible Cultural Heritage Museum, Yandong Shenfei Wuzhi Wenhua Yichangguan, also in Guangzhou, an AI digital guide branded as an AI storyteller, AI Jiangguren, was deployed using large language model real-time dialogue technology to interact with visitors about intangible cultural heritage items and traditions. In July 2024, at the China Unicom Partner Conference, the director of Guangdong's Provincial Agricultural and Rural Short Video Production and Promotion Center presented a province-wide matrix of agricultural AI digital human characters developed for deployment across multiple agricultural industries. Featured characters included a virtual orchid industry presenter for Sihe's orchid sector, a pineapple industry character for Suwen, a lychee industry figure for Gaozhou, and a green plum character for Puning, with the Gaozhou Lychee Digital human having already facilitated transactions exceeding 3 million jin of lychee worth over 30 million RMB. A nationally first agriculture insurance AI digital human named Explorer, Tan Xianjia, was also presented at the same conference, reflecting the breadth of agribusiness applications being developed within the province. In September 2024, at the 6th Precision Medicine Development Forum, held as part of the Lingnan Science Forum series in Guangzhou, the Guangdong Precision Medicine Application Society, Yandong Shengjingzhen Yixue Yingyong Xuehui, and China Unicom's Digital Medical Technology subsidiary jointly launched the 1,000 Doctors Plan, 千亿计划. The initiative unveiled a full-fidelity digital human modeled after Professor Yuan Jin, a national health science expert, identified as Guangdong's first such digital human for medical science popularization. The plan set a 3-year target of creating personalized digital human avatars for 1,000 science popularization doctors from 2024 to 2027, with an anticipated output of 10,000 health science videos for public education. In October 2024, the Guangzhou Market Supervision Bureau formally published what was identified as Guangdong Province's first live streaming e-commerce compliance guideline, covering 4 types of business entities across 3 chapters with 132 provisions. Most notable among its provisions was that the guideline was the first regulatory framework of its kind in the province to explicitly include AI digital human live streaming compliance requirements, establishing standards for disclosure, consumer protection, and content authenticity when AI-generated hosts are used in commercial live streams. The Bureau held a public press briefing on the guideline in November 2024, signaling official recognition of AI-hosted commercial streaming as a category requiring dedicated regulatory treatment. In December 2024, three developments in rapid succession underscore the simultaneous maturation of Guangdong's digital human research infrastructure, popular virtual idol ecosystem, and investment environment. The Guangdong Computer Society organized the GBA Digital Human Production and Driving Technology Forum, 粤港澳数字人的生产与驱动技术论坛, in Dongguan as part of the Lingnan Science Forum series, establishing at the event the Guangdong Province AI General Knowledge Virtual Teaching and Research Office, 严东生人工智能同时虚拟教研师, and bringing together researchers from South China University of Technology, Sun Yat-sen University, and peer institutions to discuss digital human production standards, motion capture, and AI-driven animation techniques. Also, in December 2024, iiMedia Research published its annual ranking of China's top 10 virtual live streamers, in which Yue Xiaoman, the Cantonese virtual idol originally launched in May 2022, placed 10th, reflecting the character's sustained growth through cross-platform engagements encompassing live event hosting, music releases, and cultural promotion across the Greater Bay Area. Additionally, in December 2024, Tuoyuan Zhihui announced completion of a pre-A financing round of nearly 100 million RMB with investors including UAK Financial Group, UAK Jinrong Jituan, Pengcheng Vision Fund, Pengcheng Yuan Jingjijin, and Redbird Qihang Fund, Hongniao Qihang Jijin, providing the Guangzhou registered company with capital to advance its Yuan Fenshen product line into the next phase of development. In February 2025, Tuoyuan Zhihui announced that its Yuan Fenshen product line had fully integrated DeepSeek R1 and simultaneously unveiled what it described as China's first one-stop IP video creation center, enabling users to produce IP video content in 4 steps by drawing on a library of over 1 million viral video scripts. Upgraded capabilities included smart live streaming, educational video generation, and virtual expert functions, with DeepSeek R1 enhancing the natural quality of text generation used in synthetic presenter scripts. The announcement positioned Tuoyuan Zhihui's Guangzhou-based platform as an early commercial integrator of next-generation language model capabilities into digital human production workflows. In March 2025, the launch ceremony for the 2025 Hongwei World Digital Display and Metaverse Ecosystem Expo was held at Guangzhou Pazhou Science Town, attended by more than 500 government, industry, academic, and media representatives. Hongwei Group, Hongwei Jituan, Chairman Wang Zhaoyun, announced a global expo tour covering 11 domestic and international cities, and a concurrent forum addressed VR, large space, scenario-based operations. The substantive expo followed in May 2025, held at the Guangzhou Canton Fair Exhibition Center, drawing approximately 300 exhibitors across more than 20,000 square meters and attracting over 55,000 professional visitors to concurrent forums addressing metaverse cross-sector fusion, VR/AR/MR/XR equipment, and digital human technologies. In April 2025, the Guangzhou Municipal Industry and Information Technology Bureau, Yangzhou Shi Gongye he Xinxi Huaju, officially launched a government service digital human named Sui Xiaoxin, at a dedicated policy digital human conference held at China Telecom's Guangdong headquarters. Sui Xiaoxin integrates AI large language model technology with 2 core functions: digital human policy interpretation and AI-powered intelligent government service query, and employs zero-sample digital human customization with real-time intelligent recognition, smart perception, and smart generation capabilities. Professor Hao Tianyong of South China Normal University noted the platform's advanced natural language processing capabilities at the launch, positioning Sui Xiaoxin as an early instance of a Guangdong municipality formally deploying a named visually embodied digital human for citizen-facing government services. In May 2025, Zhuhai Media Group launched a self-developed AI anchor on Zhuhai News, marking the first full-program AI anchor broadcast for the city's flagship television news program. Developed on the group's proprietary Zhuhai AI computing platform, trained on decades of Zhuhai media data and registered with the Cyberspace Administration of China for deep synthesis services, the AI anchor achieved near human appearance with natural voice and synchronized lip movements. The group's chief technology officer stated that the digital human product was being adapted for application across multiple industries, a direction confirmed in September 2025 when the technology was exported to Yangjiang Broadcasting Station, Yangjiang Yangbo Dianshitai, for use in its Minsheng 12345 program. In November 2025, Guangzhou Baiyun District People's Government Office issued the district's first metaverse-specific policy, formally titled the Several Measures for Promoting High-Quality Development of the Metaverse Industry, which took effect in December 2025 and remained valid for 2 years. The document explicitly named digital human technology as a supported area, offering research and development subsidies of up to 2 million RMB, digital content production grants of up to 500,000 RMB per product, immersive experience center construction support of up to 3 million RMB, and one-time incentives of up to 10 million RMB for key metaverse enterprises choosing to relocate to the district. Baiyun District's existing metaverse ecosystem, encompassing companies such as Tuoyuan Vision, Tuteng Shijai, and For Open Garden, Si Kai Huayuan, alongside projects including the Metaverse Future World Industrial Park and Tonghei Nanhu Metaverse Park, formed the industrial base into which the new incentives were directed. Also in November 2025, though at an event held in Wuxi, Jiangsu Province, Secure Media Research released the 2025 China Digital Human City Development Index Top 20, in which Guangzhou ranked third nationally with a score of 89.28, behind Beijing and Shenzhen and ahead of Shanghai, while Foshan ranked 19th and Dongguan 20th, making Guangdong the only Chinese province with 3 cities simultaneously in the national top 20. The report, noting that China's digital human core market had reached 339.2 billion RMB in 2024, highlighted Guangzhou's mature live streaming e-commerce ecosystem and Canton Fair resources as the distinctive city-level strengths underpinning its high national ranking in digital human industry development.